Greeting beautiful people and welcome back to another BTS reaction video. This is one that has been very highly recommended from all of you and another one I have not heard yet, so I am very excited to react to it. I always forget how many BTS live performances and songs I actually haven't heard. There's still so much more for me to listen to, and I'm going to do all my first time reactions with all of you here on YouTube. Please make sure you go to that comment section and recommend some other BTS live concerts or songs I haven't reacted to or music videos that you'd love me to check out on this channel. Put all your recommendations down below. But for now, I'm going to stop talking. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video for more BTS reactions. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to BTS Moving On live. Like triangle screens, are those supposed to represent the crowd? This was the performance they did, right, where there was no live crowd. It was during the pandemic, right? Is that correct?
Ayo sugar 8년 전 여기 처음 왔던 때 기억해 왠지 형이랑 나랑 막 치고받고 했던 때 덕지도 화장실도 베란다도 다 파란지 그때 난 여기가 막 되게 넓은 집인 줄 알았지 넌 내 야망이 너무 컸어 그리 넓어 보이던 새 집도 이제는 너무 좁아졌어 17평 아비오 숙생 꽃을 지린 시절 엊그제 같은데 그래 우리도 꽤 많이 컸어 좋은 건 언제나 다 남들의 몫이었고
Wait, is this a song literally showcasing, literally like going through their past? Is that what this is? It's a storytelling song. It's like we're sitting down, pulling the blanket up and having RM tell us a story about BTS growing up and evolving. This is fucking amazing. This is so cool. I had no idea Moving On was literally about that. Also, random question, if anyone knows the answer to this. When like the pandemic was going on and everything and you had to stay at home and not socialize, whatever the words were, what was BTS's living situation like? Like, who was living with who? I know they all lived together at some point, and I know different members lived together in different places, but they all lived in the same building, but like sort of like in the past, right? But when the pandemic was going on, where were all of the members living? Were some of them living with each other still, or were they all on their own at this point?
Let's go.
Tae's hair! Tae's hair is so fluffy! His hair is so fluffy! Look at his hair! It looks like a giant cloud. You could just take a nap in his hair. Look at it.
많은 일들이 있고 많은 추억의 기억이 막 떠오르고 내 떠날 때가 되니까 사용한 적도 like 적당해요 credit card 좁은 평수만큼 더 미친 점도 있어 fire right here 치고받기도 몇 번 그래서인지 공정 미운정 쌓였어 먼지만 쉬워지겠지 처음보다 짐도 늘고 처음보다 내 스스로 자신감도 늘었어
I love BTS's writing, and I love how open they are. And this song, it's literally just a story. That's what this is. Moving On is literally just sitting. It honestly feels like we've just sat down and asked BTS to tell us a story, and they've just all started singing Moving On. It's a timeline story. It's a story of their past, how they're feeling, and how they want to look at the future. The song is actually called Moving On, about moving on from your past. And it also seems a lot about perspective. How you can look at something and think it's the best thing you've ever seen, and a year later, it might be this big in comparison. Like, does that make sense? The perspective thing is so important. It is true. Something could be your dream home 1 year, and 10 years later, it's not at all.
되는 시간 지나라 위치 잡아 먼지 닦아 그나버서는 수고의 짜장면 하나
Wait, are the TV screens live? Is that actually Army? Because I can see like when it cuts back to it, you can see like what looks like Army in their bedrooms. Are those live TV screens? How did that work? How did that work? Can someone let me know how this worked? Is that live? Are some of you there? Is that live? That's amazing. Like R&B almost style harmonies that we have on that chorus of that beat feels so old school, and their harmonies are just working so well with it. I also love the like mellow chilled approach to this song where they're all just sitting on deck chairs. It could not feel more personal. It really couldn't. The only way it could is if you chucked a campfire in between them. Like if you just put a campfire right in the middle of BTS and gave them all like marshmallows with sticks on, and they were all just like cooking marshmallows over this campfire. It feels so intimate, so personal, so relaxed, and it really suits the lyrics of this song.
엄마의 뱃속에서 나의 첫 이사 나를 세곤 했어 애매한 기억 나의 이사의 대가는 엄마 심장의 기계와 광활한 용서였어 2010년 유해겨 대구에서 철없던 내가 이 세상에 크게 재곤했어 상업적이란 집으로 이사가 대가는 옆바가지 또 자락이라면 나 향한 손가락질 이처럼 이사는 내게 참 많은 걸 남겼지 그게 좋던 싫던 내 삶 속에서 많은 걸 내 삶은 월세 나도 매달려 알아 내 자존심은 보증금 다건지 하루를 살아 그래서 다시 이사 가려고 해 아이돌에서 한 단계 위로 꿈이 더 필요해 이번 이생에서 너는 나를 어쩔까 다른 시기가
Even Sugar just talking about that little verse, and then the verse he did, and then talking about people saying that he would do things that were right for him, and people would say that he's just following the money. It's amazing how many people just want to shit on someone just doing what they enjoy and just living life the way they want to live life and just saying they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Bottom line is, and this goes to every single person watching this reaction right now, you're you. There's no one who can tell you that you're someone else because you're you. Only you know who you are. Only you live inside your own mind. So only you know what is right for you. And every now and then, it is okay to be selfish. And I think people forget that. You can be selfish every now and then. Not all the time. It's good to be selfless and it's good to help people. But it is important to take those moments every now and then where you just put yourself first. And you think about what's best for you, for your life. Because only you know the answer to that question. The JK and Tay harmonies we're getting here are fucking brilliant. Oh, Tay just over JK's voice.
Stay moving on. Repeating things. People change, things change, and everything changes. After this pandemic shit, what will we get? And what did we get? We don't know, but one thing's for sure. We will just move on.
God damn, that's so true. So true. So true. The world does just move on. I can't remember who it was, but someone in my life said that to me at some point. And I remember it just kind of broke my heart. It was like an elderly person, and I think it was, I'm not 100% sure on this, but for some reason I have like this faint memory when my gran passed away, which wasn't even that long ago. And my granddad was like saying that like in a week's time the world just moves on, you know? and it's something along those lines, and it does kind of hit you, and it is kind of sad, and it does kind of break your heart a little bit when you think about it, but at the same time it is completely natural and normal, and that is how the world works. You just move on, and that is the healthy approach. You shouldn't dwell in the past, because once something's happened, it's there forever, right? If I've said these words, they're out my mouth, they're gone, and I can never change them. I don't have a time machine, it doesn't exist. We cannot go back and change something. The past is set in stone. The second you say something, speak something, do something, it is never ever it's never possible to change it. So the only thing you can ever do is just move on. Always try to just move on, whether it's positively or negatively, but always just move on. It is the healthiest thing to do. It is the most normal and human thing to do. And always try and leave that past in the past and just focus on your future, because it's the only thing we can change. It's the only thing that's important. But yeah, never forget the past. That's not what that means. Just don't live there. You know, there was a famous saying where it's like, you can visit the past, but you can't stay there. That sort of thing, right? BTS in the pandemic. I only found BTS last year, so for me, I'm not baby ARMY. I'm ARMY. At least I like to think I am now. Is that those days are gone. But I only found them last year, so all of the pandemic rise, which I know apparently like BTS did like lows in the pandemic, and were quite heavy on V Live and this sort of stuff, right? I really wish I could have been a part of that and experienced it all with you guys, because I feel kind of unlucky, because I became a BTS fan and loved these guys and became part of ARMY just as they were hitting their last album and hiatus. I could not have got more unlucky, because now I have no idea when or if I'll ever be able to see them live. I hope so, and I have no idea. I follow them on Instagram and Twitter and everything, and I check out all the stuff. I don't do reactions to it, but I watch all the stuff that they're doing with enlisting and everything. And I just kind of like, I just feel like I was a year too late. It's a shame. It's a shame. And they didn't even go on tour with a new album, man. I know Sugar is coming to the UK, but I'm still not at a point. Maybe it's for the best, because I don't even know if I'll be able to see BTS live with my sons. And because my sons are so young, I want to experience everything with them. So I always feel really guilty when I go and do something for me, and I feel like I could have taken them. Does that make sense? I always feel kind of bad doing it. Anyway. Let me know in that comment section what other BTS songs, videos, or K-pop songs in general you would like me to react to. Put all your recommendations down below. Let me know what life with BTS was like in the pandemic. Let me know some stories and stuff like that. I'd really like to know as well. Maybe there's some cool videos I can check out. Anyway, I hope you guys are still enjoying these reactions. Thank you very much for watching. I love all of you wonderful people so damn much. I really do. I'd be nothing without all of you. So thank you so much for taking some time and spending it here with me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.